Hi there. How are you? So, we are going to start with the Smith Weight. I hope your day is going well. And let's just jump right into it, okay? Let's fly like a butterfly. All right, so I'm going to pull from here. I want to do as many cards that come out. I feel like the free flowing readings so far have been really good. When you don't have that pressure, when you don't have that schedule, if you will, on how your readings go. You just can't rush a message. You can't, when you script a message or try to force it, the inauthenticity seeps through. The Hierophant, big business. The Hierophant. When I see this card, I always think of hear ye, hear ye. If you see the two people here that are listening, it always feels like an emperor card, like someone who is very much in charge, someone who is commanding, maybe even a little too demanding, but there are still people listening. When I do think of this, I feel like it's someone who maybe could be very aggressive, someone who can almost in a way be slightly bulldozy. I'm going to make that a word right now in their mannerisms. However, they may be not tricky or disingenuous in their intentions, but it kind of makes it annoying to follow them. Like they're not bad, they're not malicious in what they want from you, but it's still annoying. They know a lot though. They only get to this position because they are someone who has worked their way to this position. That's why I feel like, but and I'm not saying this person is flawless, because sometimes when you do work your way to a position of power, you either step on people. But with these two people being here and them, it could be commanding or it could be teaching, a little bit of both. So that's why I'm like, it could be someone that you actually listen to because they know what they're talking about and they can be quite demanding, but they also pass on a lot of knowledge. And that knowledge in the end, excuse the noise in the background, but that knowledge in the end also helps people move forward in their career and progress, or move forward in their life and progress. So it feels like someone who's annoying, but eh, it's worth it because what we gain from them in skills and knowledge is way more valuable. I wonder who that is. Is that you? Is that someone around you? Is it a situation? Is it something to where you're like, oh my gosh, this is really annoying, but I can learn a lot from this. I can gain a lot from this. It's really annoying and demanding, but I can learn a lot from it. Okay, we're going to take just the top card. Top card is Strength. What's going on here? So this does feel like a situation that maybe is commanding, or a person, place, or thing that is commanding or demanding. And you have to have this strength. You have to be a little bit more gentle with this possibly dangerous lion. I mean, when you look, you have to coax the lion. You have to let them know that you are not their enemy. You are not the one that's going to hurt them or harm them. Okay? This infinity sign, forever. Hmm. This is why I think it's not just one situation. If it's a person, is this could be a partnership, this could be a marriage, this could be a relationship. Someone's a little bit demanding, annoying, but you know that again, they're annoying, but they don't mean to be malicious. They're just annoying. You're thinking about forever. Even if it's a job. I'll just throw that out there. Yes, it's demanding, it's annoying, but I'm learning a lot and I really want this to be my forever. I want to do this even after I formally retire. Or I just want to do this forever. I'm trying to establish something here. Either way, you're thinking forever and you are approaching this with like it's a gentle giant. Instead of going full force and head butting it, you have to be very gentle. Almost like being gentle with yourself too. Don't do too much to your body, mind, and soul. Be gentle with yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. If this is something that you're thinking about forever with this infinity sign, you're going to need to take it step by step. You're going to have to be very gentle. Strength. Oh, look at that. One flipped over. Three of Swords. Now we're getting a little interesting. Three of Swords. What's tearing you apart here? Were you hurt? You know what? This is exactly what I'm thinking. This situation or person that, as I said, they can come off very annoying or demanding and commanding. And I think this is words. This Three of Swords is like it hurt. They can be really hurtful in the things that they say. Their critique is just a little, it hits home a little too much. I'm quite triggered and often triggered by the things that they say or do. And I know they don't mean to do this, or maybe they do because I have to push you out of this space. You know what's funny is I watched a super clip of Parks and Rec of I cannot remember her name, but the character that Amy Poehler plays, and there was a clip where she said, "If I don't push you, you'll stay stuck." And it almost feels like whoever this person or whatever this thing is, it's that. If it doesn't push you, if it doesn't demand you to step up, if it doesn't demand you to elevate, you will stay stuck. And that hurts. Those words hurt. It just hurts. And that's why you have to have strength and be easy on yourself. Because if you take this to heart, literally in this card, and figuratively, you are going to settle or slide back from the progress that you made and feel like you can't. Maybe even sabotage. So that way you don't have to do it. Too much pressure, too much this, too much that. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm hurting. It hurts. I don't want to do it anymore. But this does feel like something that is, it's going to require you to really step up. And I think that's why you need to have this strength, because you really want it. You really want to, whatever it is that you are getting out of this person, place, or thing, you want it. It's something that you can see being effective in your life forever. You are thinking forever, you're thinking in the long term. This is short term. This is going to hurt, but it's also going to build you up. It's going to establish character. Let's flip it this way. More swords. Now we have the four. Four of swords. Okay, I can deal with that. Time. This feels more like time to me. Time to sit with the words. Hmm. Time to absorb everything you're going through. What I see from this is, when you are around these, when you are hurt and triggered by whatever the case may be, person, place, or thing, you are building that character, as I said. This feels like, because you have on an armor. This individual has on an armor in this picture. This is where I feel like the character is being built. No longer we're in you see, we're going from 3 to 4. No longer are we going to be hurt by this. Now I done put on my armor. I'm prepared for this, because this is forever. This isn't something that I plan on doing for 2.5 years, 6 years, 3 months, and a week. I want to do this until it's time for me to go. So I'm going to stay. I have the strength to do it. I'm going to stay and prepare myself for these moments moving forward. It will not be an easy road. Forever isn't. When is forever an easy road? Yeah, that definitely feels like you will be in a space of, like, you think of nights like combat, but it might feel like that. But it, again, like I said, it's establishing your character. It's building your character. You are really preparing for that. You have to prepare for that. And I look at, when certain messages come through, I look at the backgrounds. This is yellow. Yellow is slow. Slow. If you're doing forever, why would you rush to it? Why would you want to underbake anything? You get sick from that. Slowly. Let's get one more card. And even more importantly, you're prepared. You got to get up out of this. You got one sport there, you got multiple there. You're prepared. You're preparing yourself. You're preparing yourself. You're in it. Yep, it's hurting. And you know that you are going to have to move through this, because this is forever, but you're preparing yourself. You're prepared. And through that preparation, a part of that is, I'm sitting with it. Everything that's happening, I'm taking it. This is building me up. Here we have, look at that. Wow. The 10 of the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. All that preparation, all of it forever, leading all the way to the Ten of Pentacles. Fulfillment. That's fulfillment. I like that. Fulfillment. Let's pull an angel answer. Yeah, that's why you are in this state of preparation, because it's going to be rewarding. Again, you are preparing for the moments where it's not so good. You are preparing for the strength to then, when you hit those troughs, you're going towards the peaks slowly, because this is what you're getting. And it's not even money, it's just, I'm preparing for this forever. I want to have a fulfilling life. I'm glad I went through all of that to get exactly what I wanted. I got what I needed throughout that time, but this is what I wanted. I thought about this forever. I wanted this. And I continue to go the road for this fulfillment, for the fulfillment of my life. So when it is time for me to leave, I will be fulfilled. You know, some of these last readings have been kind of similar to um, movies that speak to messages like this, such as Soul. I think I mentioned this in a previous reading, where your fulfillment is, you might think it's one thing, but it's another. And we'll take these two. You never know what that fulfillment is. You think it's one thing, it's another, but when you find it and you know it, boy, isn't it great to just know that you can work towards that fulfillment in life, that you're not just lost. You're not a lost soul like it was in the movie Soul. Okay, compromise and unlikely. These are the two angel answers. Compromise and unlikely. When I think of compromise, I'm wondering if this has to do with what you're triggered by. Are you unmoving, unwavering? Is there something that you are being triggered by this person, place, or thing? Again, remember when I said about that clip from Parks and Rec, where if something or someone doesn't push you, you'll stay stuck. Are you stuck? Do you not want to do something that you know? Yes. Again, like I said, you get what you want, but you throughout the time you also get what you need. Are you not wanting to move forward in what you need to be doing? Unlikely. What is that for you? Truthfully, what is are you over assessing fulfillment? Because what's funny is, as I just mentioned in the Soul movie, the main character thought, I want to do jazz. I love jazz. I think about it all the time. And once he got it, it wasn't what he thought. He thought, I play for this big jazz artist. I teach music. I play it. I'm in the zone when I do it. And I thought I would be fulfilled. Really, it was fulfilled helping other people. Are you over assessing what fulfillment is? Is it self serving? Solely self serving. This feels like the fulfillment card. Think about that. Think about exactly what the fulfillment is. Truly. Might be over assessing that. And even more importantly, this unlikely also feels like a call to don't hang on to one outcome. Think of something else. Truly, like what have you felt just so passionate about, but also understood that that's a good passion, but I know I feel this way when I do this. You know, something simple. I don't know. I know I feel really good when I help my neighbor with their trash can. I feel really good when I plant a tree, take care of my plants. I don't know. I'm just throwing some things out there, but truly think about, what is this fulfillment? Because it does not seem like whatever you think it is, probably isn't. Could be because it is solely self serving. Because again, when people think of pinnacles, they're like, oh, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have so much money. But fulfillment is different. It's not wealth, material wealth all the time. Not to say that's not a factor, but to think that that is the end all be all. Mm-mm. Unlikely. Think about that. Forever. Okay. What's forever? Forever fulfilling. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was not and it did not resonate with you, release into the universe for who it is meant to be for. And I will talk to you later.